Boom, let's go down to Jacksonville now. Jacksonville, Shad Khan was doing a press conference via Zoom with Balky, who's been the general manager through multiple different eras down there in Jacksonville. If you do remember, Balky, the fans dressed like clowns going into the stadium to say that this clown town, the way Balky is running this entire thing. Balky has remained the general manager for the Jacksonville Jaguars through a lot of different coaching cycles, continuing right now. Here's Shad Khan talking about the future of the next head coach and their wants with Balky or without Balky, kind of.
I'd actually like to go back to
That's
John's
on the
first
left.
question, Shad.
Sure.
Back to you. I know you noted that if this head coaching candidate was to say, hey, I think the medical needs to be reevaluated, the health and wellness, if they were to say, I would like to reevaluate the front office and the general manager, what would your response be?
My response would be, how would you improve it? And then if it is credible, you want to do it.
Yeah, this guy right here. They come in and say they got a better idea than this guy. Shit, ears are wide open, brother. Can't wait. And Balky's just got to sit there and, hey, it's just you and me on a Zoom right now. This is kind of an uncomfortable situation. But what I think I heard from Shad there is we keep Balky around because he's football guy in building. But if somebody comes in here and presents a better idea, who's going to be reporting directly to Shad Khan? Remember, that is the change now. Coach is not directly reporting to Balky. Both are directly reporting to Shad Khan. So if somebody comes in here with a good idea, sure, I'll kick this guy right off the Zoom. I've been hearing what everybody's been saying. How's this guy around? And my son, Tony, is chief football strategist. He still has a job, too. Obviously, we get rid of Doug Peterson. He might be happy about that if you go back to a couple of the press conferences. But when you think about the AFC South with this situation, what's going on in Tennessee Titans, obviously whenever they fire Vrabel, we all go, what? Now they're firing a GM, keeping the coach. It's just another, how's the culture going to get set? And then Indianapolis, obviously, hanging on to GM and head coach 8 years into this thing, and it's not working. You got to think if you're the Houston Texans, you're sitting very pretty, D-Bucks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, they're in the playoffs, hosting a playoff game, and, C.J. Stroud didn't play up to the level that he played last year, but yeah, you're sitting pretty right now if you're a Houston Texan or if you're a Houston Texan fan. Now, the rest of the division, it's an absolute shite show, right? And we kept the GM and the head coach here. Fans aren't happy about that at all. Obviously, we see what's going on in Jacksonville. Him in that moment, in that situation, been on the Zoom with Trent Baalke right there, that's very, very awkward, but I am I respect the fact that, okay, if you got a plan, you got an open plan, I'm open to hear it. You know, what's Aaron say? Open to everything, connected.
Attached to nothing. Open to anything, attached to nothing.
Yeah, so obviously, Shahid Khan is on that same page. So, that was.
I also saw that.
That was breaking.
I did see that.
Yeah,
for me,
his Zoom name was.
Yeah, have we been calling him the wrong names?
I think Shahid was cool.
But she said.
Dude, I had to pronounce a couple.
The I's silent.
Highnesses, high chiefs.
Oh,
Yeah, the I's silent.
Man,
that's tough.
I love the Usos. I absolutely love it. I try to pay as much respect as possible anytime I'm announcing any name. But if that thing's getting put right in front of me, just with 1 day notice, that's going to be tough for me to get. I do apologize. Like Nico Iamaleava,
Nailed it.
pay respects. Tua Tagovailoa, pay respect. Try my best to get it right. Last night, there was a couple. I had to write down the notes.
You took a good step.
Fair enough.
Do you know that The Rock became the High Chief Seoli? Because it was bestowed upon him by His Highness High Chief Malea Toa Tuna Mafili II?
I know now.
Jesus.
Of course.
Nailed it.
It's a good name.
I didn't last night on a show. As it was coming out of my mouth. God damn,
That's not right.
I just disrespected the entire island of Samoa.
That's tough.
And he's the high. He's
the high chief.
He's the high. He is the highest of high. So I do apologize for that. Shahid Khan though did say I'm open to anything here.
Yeah.
This guy's currently here. Could be gone. This guy could be gone. I respect that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I respect it. Obviously, it's very, very awkward. But and you look at what Baalke's done. Like he's definitely signed some good players. Obviously, this draft class with Brian Thomas Jr. He's been great. Taking Walker 1 overall. You sign your quarterback. A lot of these GMs and head coaches, it's about hitting on the quarterback. That's the situation that's going on with Carthon out in Tennessee. That's why he was fired. He tied his hitch to Will Levis. Obviously, that has not worked out, so now you're going to get a new guy in there. You got the top pick. You got quarterbacks here, so you have to hit on that quarterback. Jacksonville, they have a quarterback that they paid the second contract to. They have some other pieces. Now you look at that contract.
He's good, right?
You look at that player. And now he's kind of like how we saw, I would say, probably Derek Carr, like Kirk Cousins a few years ago. Like that would be like the barometer of what an average quarterback is. And what we're seeing right now, in my opinion, the average quarterback getting paid, huge sums of money, which is just kind of the nature of the business. But I wouldn't say he's not bad. He's not good. He's average, but he has the tools and the talent to be a good quarterback when you talk about Trevor Lawrence.
I wonder what coach is going to go down there. Legitimately, I wonder what coach is going to go down. Let's go one half of the hammer. Dahn. Cowboys, AP Tone. Who's being linked to the Jacksonville Jaguars?
I haven't heard anybody yet. I know that the Bears are bringing the entire. If you've coached or even thought about coaching, the Bears are bringing you in. So are the Jets. I haven't heard anyone requesting interviews yet. Or other look,
Kellen Moore, Todd Monken, Joe Brady, Liam Conan, Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, Patrick Graham, Bob Sala. So basically, all the names in the carousel are kind of getting interviewed by everybody. Mm-hmm. I think the Detroit Lions Zoom interviews for Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson are happening, I believe, this weekend, Thursday through Sunday, or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then the in-person visits isn't until after the divisional round. The NFL wanted to make sure that was the case. So good luck to all these people getting the job.